Let's start that all over again. Hey y'all, I am TxStampin Sharon, and this is my watercolor background class. I'm going to teach you some tips and tricks on doing backgrounds to create beautiful cards. We're going to do some embossing, we're going to emboss some flowers, and I hope that I inspire you to say, I can do that. I want to try it. So, and if you do, put it on social media and let me see. Tag me. All right. Okay, everybody can hear me. You know, it's a funny thing. I haven't been live in about 3 weeks, and it's funny how you forget things. So I didn't push the button for the microphone. Imagine that. All right. I want to say hello to everyone in the live chat. Those especially who have the little Texas logo by their name, they are my YouTube members, and I just really appreciate your support. So much so that on Thursday night, we have our special class that is the thank you class for being a YouTube member. And I'm sitting here staring at the project. So maybe at the end, if y'all remind me, I will give you a sneak peek of what that's going to be because I am so excited. I know I've never made this on a YouTube video, so I hope that you enjoy it. And the other person that I do want to thank and say hello to is Michelle Batson. She is my moderator tonight. If you have any questions trying to find something, because my head will be down, I may miss something. So just type the @ and start typing Michelle Batson's name, and she will be able to guide you. If she can't answer your question, then I will, she'll tag me at the end. Yeah, Christine McKay, I have been missing. Had some hiccups in life, so but some of you are asking about my husband. He is better. Hubby had pneumonia, had to be put in the hospital. You know, that stuff is scary. So we are on the mend. He's not quite 100%, but he is on the mend. And so I am very grateful for that, and so grateful for all of y'all who have asked about him. So thank you. Okay. All right. I think we should get started because I have a lot to show you. I hope that you are inspired, and I hope that you love what I'm going to show. So the cards that I am doing tonight are all embossed. Okay. You can kind of see that beautiful watercolor background. I've got some gold embossing. I technically am going to use, so Stampin' Up sells 2 different sets of embossing powders, and they're called Wow. They're by Wow. This is the metallics. I'm going to use all of those. And then these are called the basics. And so we've got white and black and clear. I'm not going to use clear, but I'm going to use the others. So I'm going to make 5 cards. And I have always, oh, thank you, Sharon Land. She liked the video and she shared it. That's how y'all can thank me, is by sharing my videos. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I love techniques. And so last year I wrote my first book, and I'm actually working on the second book. So if y'all liked the first one, but you know, sometimes when you get a stamp set like this, you go, well, what all can I do with it? Because I don't want to invest in something if I'm only going to just stamp and maybe color the flowers. What else do I do? So that's how a technique, my technique book can come into, let me back up. That's how my technique book can become very handy for you, because you could start thumbing through and looking at different techniques, and then realize that there might be something in your stash that could help you with a background. And the background, and I should have marked it in here, but this one is an emboss resist. That's another technique that is kind of the opposite of what I'm doing. I don't know what that was, but you can just start looking through. You can tell that I use this book a lot. Because some of the pages are kind of stuck together, and find a technique. And so I am choosing to share the background technique with y'all, a watercolor background, and I really should have said faux watercolor because you're gonna look like a professional. You're like, I am a professional. Where is my face? There I am, over there. You're like, I'm a professional. I made this card. It's fake, but I did it. So there we go. I have a handout that I will share with everyone who places a $50 order on my Stampin' Up website. You can find the link below the video during the month of June of 2025. It's just my way of thanking y'all for ordering from me and supporting my Stampin' Up business. So, all right, so let's talk about the stamp set. Gallery Blooms does not have any greetings or anything. Oh, Carmen says, I love this book. It's the best. Thank you, Carmen. I'm so glad. I love it too. And I can't wait to have the other book released. It'll be sometime this summer, so stay tuned. I picked the stamp set, The Right Words. This is a new stamp set that is in the annual catalog. And I'm telling you, it's the right words. They named the stamp set correctly. I love the verbiage. I love the greetings, and I love how some of them coordinate with each other. So Missy says, I love my book. I'm up to technique 7, planning on making it through the whole book. Now that is a good challenge for yourself. If you invest in my book, start at the beginning, work all the way through. That's how you get your money's worth. Very good, Missy. Okay. So I'm going to start, and I kind of cheated a little bit. I did some work ahead of time, but I want to show you a few things. If you can get your card to look like that, it's going to be a miracle. I tried. I can't duplicate the same coloring, but that's okay. We're gonna choose which one we want. So first of all, I need some ink pads. Where are my ink pads? I'm going to be using Balmy Blue, Daffodil Delight on all my cards. Not on all my cards, but tonight. I'm using Melon Mambo, Old Olive, Daffodil Delight, and Balmy Blue. Okay? So for this card, I am going to use Daffodil Delight, Old Olive, and Balmy Blue. So I'm going to teach you a few techniques when you're applying the ink to your cardstock. I like to use my glass mat. If you don't have a glass mat, it's okay. You don't have to have it. But I love mine and I use it. It comes with this handy dandy little, I call it my gripper mat. Okay. It helps keep my stamp pad still. And I love that. All right. I don't want to get ink on those cards. Okay. So a couple of tips about adding ink to your cardstock. Okay. Let's see. Give myself some room here. All right. So I'm going to press my finger onto the top of the brush. Yeah, the top of the brush when I get my ink. Okay. And then I like to come over to my glass, and I am pulling my hand back to the handle of the brush, and I'm going to add some ink. And by using my glass mat, I can pick up that ink that I tapped off. So I feel like there's no waste, really. I mean, there might be a little bit, but so I'm just going to turn my cardstock around different spots. And I'm going to add some of the yellow. And I'm just doing this in small, what do you call it? Circular motions. Oh, Laura, you wondered what this was for? It's the best thing, man. It's the best thing since sliced bread. I love that thing. Now, I am adding yellow in several places. I kind of tend to do it in groups of 3s. Oh, thank you, Becky White. She liked my video and shared it. Y'all are rock stars tonight, sharing my video. You know, other crafters want to know these tips and tricks too. So I think that's pretty cool that y'all are doing that, and it helps me too. So thank you. All right, I'm gonna close up my yellow because keeping one ink pad open is really safe. If you have more than one, you might double dip, and that would be bad. Okay. All right, so when I do the blue, the balmy blue, you can kind of see it, maybe not as much on the screen. And then I'm just going to come in and I'm just going to start filling in. And you can tell that it is I'm very light-handed with it. And I'm going to show you the difference if you don't come in light-handed. Whoop, that's a little bit darker, but that's okay. I know that I have missed being on YouTube. I think it's like 3 weeks. We had a holiday in there. I was out of town. I miss it when I'm not here. And some of y'all have commented that you missed being on, and I think you miss chatting with each other in the live chat. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so I am really making sure I don't have too much of that green on there. And then again, I'm hunkering back and I'm coming on and I'm doing it very lightly. And when I finish up with this third ink color, I am just helping myself to just going over all the colors for this beautiful watercolor background look. This is just fake watercoloring. We're not putting any water on it yet. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can get some of this green. Let's come over here. And so you can tell that I'm just kind of going over the whole thing. And now I'm putting my finger over. Hi, Georgia. See, y'all missed each other, didn't ya? And so I've pretty much got it all done. Okay. Now let me bring out the one that I did earlier. Uh-oh, where'd you go? There it is. So see, I was close, but they're not the same. So don't worry about trying to be perfect, okay? Maria says Mondays just aren't the same without you, TxStampin. Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so now I'm going to take one and we're going to do some more stuff to it, okay? So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to get my Stampin' Up! Spritzer, okay? Connie says that you are the main reason I join in on Monday nights. Thank you. That is so sweet. I'm going to grab a paper towel because I'm going to make a mess. That's okay. I don't mind making a mess. Okay, so I've got my Stampin' Spritzer and I've got it full of water, okay? Sheila, this is not watercolor paper. This is regular basic white. Good question. Good question. I could have used watercolor paper, but I'm just not a fan of stamping on watercolor paper. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. All right, so I'm spritzing. Hello? There we go. I'm spritzing, okay? And then I'm just gonna dab. Okay, and you can start to see my little spots. All right, I'm gonna hold it back just a little bit more, and then I'm gonna blot. So when I do this, I'm kind of changing what I put on there, but I loved it, right? Isn't that so pretty? Just that little speckled look. Okay, all right, now I'm going to set that aside. I'm gonna go ahead and do all of my backgrounds first, and then we're going to come back and do the stamping. Okay, so then here's my next one. And that was my attempt earlier today. Move you over. And we'll just do this. There we go. Okay. So with this one, I was primarily Melon Mambo. Oh, thank you, Carmen. She said, so pretty. So pretty. So again, I'm going to get a lot of ink and I'm just going to tap it off And I mean, so the difference is if I came in like this and pushed down, it would be very dark. So I'm just going to show you. So dark, right? We want it, pull your hand back, right? And I want it light. I just want it pale. Okay? And you know the best part is you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. It's so great. You just kind of go wherever you want to go, do whatever you want to do. You just go rogue. Y'all know that. Anybody who's watched me for a hot minute know that we just go rogue. Okay. So now I'm going to switch and I'm going to use Balmy Blue. What I want you to realize is that I'm using the same 4 colors on my cards, and they all are going to look so different. So different. Now the greens and the yellows, obviously they're going to look different, but you're going to be amazed at how different just 4 colors of ink can do. Okay, so now I'm coming in. I'm just circling, and look at that. Now I have almost a purple. Do y'all see that? So cool. And that's almost aqua. Do we have an aqua? We don't have aqua. What would that be? We used to have Coastal Cabana, Bermuda Bay. I don't know. It's just so fun how different these colors all turn out. And when you're blending, you have the freedom. Go rogue lightly, says Michelle. Go rogue lightly. We're just going lightly. All right, now I'm switching to Daffodil Delight, and I'm just coming in and again feeling that freedom of just coloring over everything and getting such a different look. And it's so funny because I am nowhere near the color of my card, but I don't care. I love it. I love it. Okay. Now this one looks nothing like it. Look at that. Because I hit this area, it's got more green to it. So yellow and blue make green, right? Yellow and blue make green, so be careful. Maybe we want more pink. Let's try to add some more Melon Mambo and see what happens. So if you're just now joining me, I am teaching watercolor backgrounds for card making, and I have 5 different cards that I'm going to share with you, and I have a handout that you will get for free when you place a $50 order on my Stampin' Up website. Okay, so I'm just telling you, it's near impossible to duplicate. It's just impossible, but it's still fun. This is the one I did earlier, and it looks more purple. So funny, so funny. Okay, now on this one, I did do, let me just show you. We're going to do some embossing, but I took my marker, my basic black marker, and let me get the right one out. I took and did some flicking. What do you call it? Flicking. Yeah, that's the word. Huh, it's not doing it. Hold on. Whoops, I touched it. Come on. I'm getting very tiny little specks. I don't even think you can see them on the camera. But it, you know what it did? It helped. Oh, there it goes. It's off to the side. Sorry. So I'm just using the cap. Can you see it? Just gives some little texture to the background. And I'll tell you why I did it in a minute. Okay. All right, so we've got that background ready. And then this one, I didn't do anything but add color. So I'm just going to, first of all, this is another tool that comes with the glass mat. And I love this thing because it cleans up my mess so quickly because I'm a messy person. Get that all dried off. Brenda says she placed her order yesterday. I'm so glad. All right, so now I want Balmy Blue. And I'm really wanting light colors. We're going to switch, and we're going to use Old Olives. Oh, good. I'm glad you could see it, Mary. It's very small little speckles. You see how I'm just going over the colors that I already put on, the blue, the balmy blue? I thought I did some Daffodil Delight on this one, but maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, I did. We're just going to add a little bit. Okay, a little bit of yellow. Okay, so now we have that one. All right, now earlier I did it and I really went dark. Y'all see the difference? Big difference. Big difference. Okay, let's do this. All right, now we have this one. And this one, did I take color off of this one? Nope, it's the next one. Okay. We're just going to put a little bit of yellow. And see how I'm just kind of putting it everywhere? So in the live chat, let me know if you love doing these kind of techniques, using the blending brushes, using different colors of ink. Let me know in the live chat. Okay. Pretty funny how they just don't look, none of them ever come out the same. It's pretty funny. Michelle says she always enjoys learning new techniques. Inika loves these kind of techniques. Yay, I'm so glad. All right, now I'm taking Melon Mambo and I'm just going to just go over everything. And you're going to see how different this card looks. Oh, Lori's addicted to techniques. That's my girl. That's my girl. Brenda says, I love doing this technique. Yay! This looks like cotton candy. Doesn't it? Doesn't it look like cotton candy? Okay, so we've done that one, and now I have one more. I think you've seen me do enough that I'm going to go ahead and go with a darker version for my last one. But on this one, I want to take a paintbrush and some water. We're going to clean up our mess here. Yeah, very good, Michelle. I want to see you guys, I want to see y'all play with these techniques, and then I want you to share them on Facebook. We've got the Stamping Friends Facebook group. All right, so on this one, I'm going to take, and I've got some water here, and I've got a brush. This is actually one of the old aqua painters. You could do a regular paintbrush, but we're just going to just do bubbles. Like, we want some water bubbles. Whoops, that's a big bubble. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see. And I want that water to sit there for a hot minute. Teresa says the last one looked like stained glass. Ooh, you're right. I did get some cards in the mail from you, Lori. So what I've done, thank you so much. You're so sweet for sending me those, and I will share those during Mystery Stamping next week. So I've put the water on, and I'm letting it sit there, okay? Becky White says she loves learning new techniques. And now I'm going to blot it. Kathy Walsh said, I'd have spilt that glass of water a long time ago. Girl, it could have happened here. Okay, so a little bit extra water, but I really wanted you to see it on camera, okay? I'm going to bring in my sample. I don't have as big a water drops, but still the same concept. Okay, all right, let's do the next part. We're going to move this glass of water so Kathy doesn't worry about me spilling it. All right, so this was our first one. I don't think I need you anymore. I think we're good. We're going to need our Versamark ink pad. And you know, paper is very forgiving. So it kind of curled on me a little bit. I'm just using my fingers to move it back. I want. We're going to use an embossing buddy, okay? And I just kind of tap it and rub it all over. Then we're going to stamp our flower. Yay, you guys love that. I'm so glad. So all these different ways that we can use water, inks, blending brushes to create all these different backgrounds is just so easy and fun. Techniques are fun. Lori says that made me think of the water and fish with big bubbles in the technique book she's talking about. So if you're interested in the technique book, I think I have the link below. Michelle, can you check that? Do I have the link below the video to go to my techniques? If not, I will make sure when I get off that is below the video if you want to go check out my technique book. Okay, so we've done all of our stamping on the card, and now I'm going to get the gold. That's copper. This is the gold. Hi, Renee Gines. How are you doing? If you're just now joining me, you can go back and see how I created these backgrounds. I always like to tap it. I don't know if that helps or not, but I always like to do that. And let's see here. Hi, Kate Rad. You're on here too? Oh my goodness. All my buddies. All my buddies that I haven't talked to in a while. Okay, we're going to need this tray again. We do sell this tray, and I think it's just brilliant to be able to use it for our embossing powders. Makes life so much easier. Okay, I'm just going to heat this up. Maybe. Okay. I can heat it straight on the glass mat. It doesn't hurt it. I think embossing is just elegant. It just steps up your project. I don't know why that's not. Oh, I know what happened. I had to move my plug, and so I feel like I'm tethered, that my heat gun's not moving very well, or I don't have much cord is what I'm trying to say. See how it's turning? That gold is melting. So pretty. Just want to make sure we get all that melted. Uh-oh. Yeah. Okay. Now here's the next step. This is pretty, right? Y'all all say yes. This is gorgeous, but we're not done. I want to take my balmy blue marker and my, I think I'm going to use Old Olive marker. Oh yeah, and remember that water. I want to take, and I'm going to scribble on my glass mat. You could use an acrylic block for this part. And what I want to do, I don't want so much water, just wiping that off with my fingers, is I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to color my flowers more. I want them a little bit darker than what they are looking like. So fun. Look at that. Let's get some more. If I took the marker and went straight to it, it would be too much. This is more watercolor. Okay, this is all faux watercoloring that we're doing. And if you'll notice, I'm using blue ink, but some of my flowers are looking more green than blue. Isn't that funny? But it's because of the ink that's underneath. Look at that. So cool. So cool. That has a little bit more blue. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing with the leaves. Just kind of adding more color. You don't have to do this step. I just thought it was cool and I wanted to teach it to you. What do y'all think? Ooh, Erica says some of my favorite colors. Okay, so that's that one. I am going to teach you everything and then I will probably assemble after we're done. But I just wanted to get these techniques out there so that you would understand what we're doing. Okay, so now I'm switching to the white, and I like to take these Swiffer things and make sure that that gold is all cleaned out. See, Lori says that makes it pop. You're right. You're right. It does. And the fact that I'm using Versamark for all of my stamping really makes this go faster because I'm using Versamark ink. I don't have to keep cleaning this floral stamp set. All right, this one I want on this side. Oh, guess what I forgot? Shoot. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Sometimes I get excited. Okay, I'm going to do the flower, and then I'm going to use the embossing buddy so I can do the words. Well, looks pretty good. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with myself. Really poppin', really poppin'. Okay. So now for the words, I really want to make sure I don't have any excess powder. So I went ahead and pulled in that embossing buddy. And the words on this card are, "You're so kind. You are so kind." Where's my stamp? There it is. Lost it. Okay. There we go. Notice I put the lid on before I pour powder. Sarah Kendall, did you notice that? Because you do not want that powder in your Versamark ink pad. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right, let's pour this back in. So did y'all know, if you haven't ordered from Stampin' Up recently, when you order more than $20 on my Stampin' Up website, you earn points, you earn rewards to use the next time you shop. So let's just say you order the $50 to get this handout for free. The next time you shop, you have a $5 credit in your account. Save those up and you get a good deal. Like you save them up for a couple of months and you're like, wow, okay, now I've got $20 to spend or $50 to spend. Pretty cool. And all you have to do is spend more than $20 to start earning those rewards. Oh, so Mary loves the white. It's stunning, isn't it? Okay, so now let's do the same thing. We're going to bring in Melon Mambo. And I'm wiping off some of that water. I don't want a whole lot, but I do want a watercolored look. And then you can, like when this dries, we probably won't have time to not, but when you come back, you can come back and add more to it if you want it darker. Look at that. Can y'all see that coming to life? So fun. I don't know. I really like the purple flower. What do y'all think? Leave it purple? Nah, we'll see what it does. Maybe it'll be a pinky purple. There we go. Oh, and Nancy, that's a great reminder. Right now, during June, Stampin' Up! Is offering the half price off of sweets or sweet products. So 50% off of one item is pretty cool. Keep in mind when you put a sweet item, so it could be the whole sweet, it could be a bundle, whatever, and then the second thing you put in there needs to be from another sweet or the same sweet, and then you get 50% off. Not too shabby. Great reminder, Nancy. There's so much to remember when I go on here. It's like, oh boy, I don't know. Okay, so now we're going to do the leaves again. Just to make it pop. So very easy watercoloring. Look at that. So fun, right? Okay. What else? What else can I show you? Oh, Teresa Green says she likes the white embossing best too. I'm so glad. All right, now where's this card? Okay, so now we're going to use copper. Oh, love copper. So now I have different choices. Which one do I want to do? Let's just go with this one. We're going to use our embossing buddy because I think it looks like, well, somebody said it looked like stained glass, but I think it looks like cotton candy. Okay. How are we doing on time? You know, I was recording earlier and my iPad died and I'm like freaking out. Like that's never happened to me before. So I'm kind of concerned. I want to get through all of these techniques in case that happens again. I've been gone, so I don't even know why it was kind of unplugged. So, we'll see. We don't know what happened. Okay. Oh, I don't know if I left myself enough room for that stamp. Let's see. We're going to try it. Forever. There's that one. Oh, underneath. Yeah, I seriously need a bigger table. I don't know if I'm going to have room. I'll tell you what. I will emboss my flower first, and let's see how we're looking. May have to change the greeting. Copper. You know, years ago, Stampin' Up! Sold a lot of copper products, and I was a nut. So I don't get to use copper as much. I used it back then on everything. Well, maybe I did leave enough room. Let's see. It's going to be tight, but we're going to do it. Forever loved, forever remembered. Oh, Brenda, be careful. I know we've just had lots of crazy storms in the South and in Texas. So be careful, Brenda. Stay safe. Okay, I got it on there. Boy, I barely squeezed it on. So, note to self, tilt your flower so that you have room for your greetings. Okay, I'm just pouring my powder back in. So who is interested in maybe seeing part of the project that we're going to do in our YouTube members class on Thursday night? Who wants to see that? Let me know in the live chat. Margaret Burkett, she shared this on Facebook. Girl, look at you. Thank you. Yeah, let me know in the live chat if you want to see part of the project. Also, who saw my flowers that I did at my granddaughter's graduation on Facebook? Diane Schaefer says, me, I want to see. Maria says, me. Kate Wright says, me. Lori says, me, me, me. Oh, Lori, you're going to go nuts. You're going to go nuts. I normally don't share the project ahead of time, and I'm not going to share all of it, but I'm going to share enough to make you go, oh my gosh, I want to go to that class. Now, I think the way that this is colored, I don't think I'm going to add the colors behind it. I don't think I'm going to change the flowers or the leaves. I think I'm going to leave it just like that. What say you? I think it looks good. Judy saw my flowers that I did for my granddaughter's graduation party, and she said they were beautiful. Those were huge. Like if you can imagine, 12 inches, 15 inches. They were big because they were used for a photo backdrop. I'm just cleaning my thing in case y'all are wondering what I'm doing. And I made a bunch of them. The picture that I put on Facebook only showed like half of the ones that I did. The other half was on the other side. I was pretty proud of them myself, but when my granddaughter saw them, I think she was pretty impressed. So I love that. Because she lives like 3 hours from me, 3.5 hours. So she doesn't get to see all the things that her Mimi can do. So now I'm going to be using silver. Okay, I said we're going to use all of the colors in the metallics, and then we're going to use some of the ones, where's my birthday? Some of the ones in the basics. Susan says my backdrop was beautiful. Thank you, Susan. Let me just tell y'all, I've got the best team ever. I had an emergency on Saturday morning when I realized that I forgot to take some graduation cards with me that were sitting at the house. And I put out an SOS to some of my stampers in the area, and Susan and Nicole and who was the other one? Susan, who was the other one that did it? Oh, Rhonda. They made me 3 masculine graduation cards, and my daughter went and picked them up, and they saved the day. There is no way I'm going to go to the store and buy graduation cards. Are you joking? My family would shoot me. I would shoot me. So my daughter's like, Mom, did you bring those other cards? And I was like, no. So let me just tell you, our team name is called Stamping Friends Forever. And I don't care if they're on my team or not. They are my friends forever. They were just amazing. Saturday morning, 7:15, I'm sending them a text. SOS. Thank you, Susan. I don't know if Rhonda and Nicole are on, but I have great, and it's not just because they're on my team. I think they would have done it anyway. Like I bet any of y'all, if I'd have called you and said, help, you'd have done it, right? It's because that's how we do. Tammy says, yes, and I saw them in progress. I love the sentiment tool, one of my favorites. Kathy says, they reminded me of the flowers my mother made me 45 years ago for my wedding. Okay, so Kathy, they've been around that long. And let me just tell you, they're not cheap on Etsy. If you buy them already made, those flowers that I made for Elisa's graduation probably would run about $200. $200. Okay. Now this one I'm going to do a little bit different. So I'm just doing it in silver, embossing. Aw, Kate. Girl, I know you want to be on my team, but you know what? You're fine where you're at. We've already talked about that. And if I called you, you'd do something for me in a heartbeat. That's how we roll. I mean, it just so happened that some of my team members were all together at a retreat. Oh, I know, Inika. Inika, I wish you could be on my team too. All right, so we're back to the balmy blue. And my paintbrush. And we're going to do it again. But this time, I'm not doing all the flowers. I'm just going to do one. I'm wondering if I bring in some yellow, I can make that pop more. So as you can see, this is, I'm teaching you other ways to do this. Okay, I don't like that. I'm fixing to have a green flower. I just realized what I did. Okay, I'm teaching you other ways to do this. You certainly don't have to when you're making yours. You saw the one that I left as is. So just wanted to make that more yellow, but you know what? It came out more lime green, didn't it? So you never know. You never know. Let's come over here and pick up our blue. We're just going to stick to the blue and we're going to stick to the green. Oh, cloud cover. You want me to try cloud cover? let's let that dry and we'll see what cloud cover does to it. We may hit it with a heat tool. You know, I love doing lives because if y'all ask me a question, I am more than happy to try if I can. And I do have cloud cover. Don't I, Tammy? Tammy sat with my pups while I was out of town. And she's another one that deserves a tooting of the horn. She was here. Mark got admitted to the hospital, and I'm texting her, how long can you stay at my house with my fur babies? Because I didn't know how long he was going to be in the hospital. So, all right, let me grab cloud cover. And let's try this. And you know, it's funny, now that that's dry, that does look more yellow. Love it. All right, let's do cloud cover. It may not work because I'm putting it over, but we'll see. We'll see what it does. Okay, we're going to get our brush. Well, a little bit more greenish to it. That's probably not a fair test because of the colors underneath it. But there you go. Okay. All right. What else was I going to teach you? That may be it. That may be it. Let's see. Let's look at the ones we did. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about the black. Because I have to tell you my secret. Y'all, I tell you everything. Okay. So when I did the black, remember I put the little speckles, okay? I'm going to use my embossing buddy, just like I've been doing. And I'm going to stamp my flower. Hi, Sandy. So glad you popped in to join us. You need to just go back to the beginning, girl, and watch all the things I've done because I've shared a lot. Super fun watercolor backgrounds, kind of faux watercolor, because I did not apply water to make this look like this. Okay, so we're going to do the black. Oh yeah, thinking of you. Hold on. So Sandy, this is my watercolor class, and I have a handout that will be sent to everyone who orders from me during June, more than $50 from my Stampin' Up website. And then you too can make these cards. If you don't want the handout, that's okay, but it's just my way of thanking everybody who does order from me. I've been a Stampin' Up demonstrator for, I'm going to say 28 years. August, it'll be 28 years. Okay, so I'm going to heat this up now. And then I'm going to tell you my secret. First, I'm going to do a little tapping. Oh, thank you, Mary Moat. She just ordered my book. If you love techniques, I think you're going to love my book. A lot of people have ordered one. You can order a download version, or you can order the printed version. I recommend the printed. It's not that much more, and then you don't have to worry about printing it, and you don't have to worry about your computer crashing and you losing it. So, well, thank you, Becky White. I'm so glad. Glad you like these cards. Okay, so let me tell you my secret. When I made the card the first time, some of this is melted embossing powder. I did it just like I did this one, and yet I had flecks. Do y'all ever get that? Do you ever have flecks? Well, I fixed it by adding my own flecks to cover that up. See? Like nobody's ever going to know. Now y'all do because I told you. But some of these are actually melted powder. Too funny, right? Okay. All right. I think you have seen all of my techniques. And I'm going to bring the cards back in so that you can ooh and ah. I hope that I inspired y'all. That is my goal in life, is to inspire others. When I learn something new, I want you to know it too. These cards are gorgeous. They are going to be perfect for thinking of you cards, birthday cards, if someone passes away. I hope you love them. I hope that you will try them and then let me know. Oh, Sarah says that was easy and I love all of them. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to scroll back. Did y'all want to see what I'm doing Thursday night? People do kind things for you because of who you are. Thank you, Kathy. Has the cloud cover ink pad been fixed yet? No, Roxanne, it won't be back. It's not going to work. The cloud cover ink the formulation does not work on this style of ink pad. You can purchase just the ink refill and use it on the spots. Tammy says, I would have driven up to you. Oh, you're so sweet, Tammy. Okay. I am going to show you. Are you ready for this? How about a smaller version of my flowers? And I'm going to teach y'all how to do a box to hold your cards. See, the cards will fit in the box. And I learned how to make a smaller version of the flower that you can take off and keep it. So these flowers, they're selling them on Etsy for, like I said, a cluster of them for almost $200. I'm going to teach you how to make them Thursday night in my class. Now that class is technically my YouTube members class. It is $4.99. I highly recommend, if you want to learn how to do that and make those easy flowers, I'm going to show you all the different sizes of patterns that I did for my granddaughter's graduation. But let me just tell you, those flowers are now being repurposed for something else, and I will have them back next week. They can be used for other things. There you go. Like a shower, like hanging on a wall in somebody's room. They're so fun. So yeah, if you join my YouTube channel, join the membership, then you pay the $4.99. You learn that class. If you don't want to stay with us after that, you can always cancel, okay? But you have access to all the other classes that I've taught in the past year. Not too shabby for $4.99. I'm just going to say. So there you go. I always try to, yay, you guys love it. You can't wait. Wedding, perfect for a wedding. And Michelle has put in the chat the YouTube membership link. You can go join. I'm so glad y'all like the box. I'm so glad. Yay, I'm reading all the fun comments. It's so much fun. I'm going to show you all the things. I'm going to teach you the ins and outs of what I did with the big ones and teach you tips and tricks. And you can make big ones or little ones. You can remake this. So this is a gift, right? It will have cards. We're going to make the cards during the class, and it will hold about maybe 5 cards and 5 envelopes. Okay, so it's about that big. So it's going to be a fun class. I can't wait to share it with y'all. And I will see you guys on a Thursday night. So there you go. For those of you who are mystery stampers, I'll be back next Monday. As long as everybody stays healthy here in the Armstrong household. I'll be back next Thursday night for mystery. No, I'll be back Monday night for mystery stamping. So Maria says the best thing about these beautiful flowers is they don't die. And I mean, y'all, it is Stampin' Up cardstock. Stampin' Up cardstock. Okay. All right, y'all. Gotta find my button. I never can find it. There it is. Okay. Bye, y'all. I'll see you on Thursday night. Come join us. Come on.